Hello and welcome to Mostly Minnesota Music on WMCN 91.7 FM on the beautiful McAllister College campus in St. Paul. I'm Ann Tracy.
Heather Baker.
Yeah, and we are trying to do something a little different. We're trying to do a mostly live, mostly Minnesota music all day. We are starting with Ted Hajnasiewicz. I'm going to add that we are live streaming on the Facebook page as well as playing on air, so you can catch us either way today. Want to start us out, Mr. Ted?
Should I?
All right.
Okay, here we go. Don't have a jagged edge, more of a ragged edge. Won't find me on the ledge. Maybe I never left the bed and I'm fine. It's fine. It's been a time or two, maybe 3 since I've seen you. Doing nothing's my thing to do, and I don't want no trouble from you, and I'm fine. It's fine. I'm always late for the party. Better never than late. This mystery that we started makes me hesitate. I'm fine. Must confess I have no drive. Think news about a happy life seem easier than going outside where I might actually wear a smile. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm always waiting for something, the other shoe to drop. This little war that we started makes me wanna stop. There must be something to talk about, 'cause the weather hasn't changed much, except it has. I'm glad we don't all think out loud, 'cause sometimes I think a little rough. Oh, sometimes I think a little rough. I'm fine.
I love that song. It's so grounding because you hear it, you go, oh, I'm not alone.
Yeah. And I made a video for that song, and you two premiered it.
Yes.
I love
the
the
best.
video too.
Yes, that video is amazing.
Yeah, thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I didn't make the video. Someone else with a lot of talent made all the cool animation and all that, but it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome. Thanks for being part of this kind of experiment.
I know. Tetris
Yeah.
there.
Well, people can't see. I'm trying to look, and I can see, and then I'm looking, and there's Heather, so I have to. It's all an angles thing.
Yeah.
Good to see you two.
Good to see you too. Yeah. Good to see you. Tell us what you are excited about these days. What do you...
One thing, Doyle Turner and I have been working on a record together. Together we are their international treasures. And we've been working on a record, and it's everybody loves to listen to their music when they record it, and then they get really bored of it because you just listen to it over and
Yeah.
over, right? But this record is so sweet, and I'm just so happy. We recorded it in a Quonset hut up in St. Joseph.
Nice.
And live in a room with a bunch of amazing musicians. We did very minimal overdubs, and all of this is live, and it's just got this sweet vibe. And I think I hope others will hear that, but what we hear is, I could look over, our wives were there knitting while we're playing our song, so we can see them. We're looking over, and there's Troy, working the sound. There's Joe on the bass, and it was just a sweet moment. So we did that a couple of different sessions, and that's going to come out in the fall, and we're just going to play a bunch of shows leading up. So I'm excited about that.
That is exciting. That's nice to be in a studio with a full band. I can imagine that's got to be.
It's been years.
Yeah.
I haven't done that since I was a kid. So
wow.
So I missed it. Didn't realize how much I missed that.
That's good.
So,
that's good because you play a lot. You play often.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out that rhythm and doing more shows that are the multi-band build type of thing, or playing with. I have another rock band, Doyle and I are doing this thing, and so we're doing those things, which probably means less money, but I don't care. I have a day job, so I can afford to say I don't care.
Yeah.
But because you only have so much time, I'm really enjoying doing those. I want to do that more, and yeah. So yes,
that's
that was a long-winded way of saying yes.
Yes,
I play a lot.
yes. That's what we like on the radio. It's for you ask, what's your favorite memory, and someone says yes.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I'm keeping this quick pace because we want to give you a chance to play a couple songs. Do you want to play another song?
I didn't know I was going to do another song.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I could try. I could do
Okay.
my best.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's totally up to you.
I'm going to try something here.
Okay.
See if this works.
I was going to say you could pretend it was my birthday. It's not, but everyone knows that song.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah.
I'm going to try one, and I'm probably going to screw the words up because this is a new song, so. They say blind faith is a fool's game. I forget the rules, so it's all the same. Start at square one, tell me your name, and I'll believe you. Your intolerance I can tolerate, but the fear rooted in hate I just can't take. Even though my old heart might break, I believe in you. Oh, I believe in you. One person believes in the moon, another's dreams are dashed way too soon. It all comes down to me and you. What will we do? What will we do? I don't think we believe in faith. We sacrifice it all just to play it safe. Let's start at square one, tell me your name, and I'll believe in you. Oh, I believe in you. Oh, I believe in you.
No, I feel like that song is singing to the main character of It's Fine.
Kind of.
Yeah.
We were supposed to write a protest, so everybody except for I think Taylor is in in the songwriting challenge
See
group,
how
right?
the sausage is made, Roy.
And so our prompt was write a protest song, and I'm like, I don't know how to do, like, I can't write like Bob Dylan, and I'm gonna write a protest song I think love is the greatest protest, so I'm gonna write a song where even to some of my less gentle, compassionate family or whatever, I'm gonna show you gentleness and compassion for a moment in it, even for a minute. So that's what I did. Yeah.
So that song was for them?
Yeah.
To them, to...
To all. I mean, I think we all have friends or family members who might be a little, and I might be that person every now and then. Frankly, I've got ugly sides too. So it was more of my protest was I'm going to show love and go that route. So that's.
I was going to say we can get behind that. I was going to say it has a tenderness to it, which I love to see of you. We know the fun, silly side, and then in your music to get that soothing tenderness, it's a good balance.
Oh, thank you. I've been listening to with Jeff Tweedy, and if you've listened to the last Wilco record, it's all just like he melts my heart. Yeah. So
Spills it all out. Yeah.
Do I gotta get? Am I done?
No, unless you want to hang on because you're kind of.
I'll hang around.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't want
But
to.
Dan, we'll get Dan Rumsey on deck here. Come on in.
Yeah. Dan's gonna play a Bob Dylan song, right? You're playing Bob Dylan.
Regular listeners will know that there's a very, very kind security guard who lets us in, and I always ask if he wants a recommendation. And as Ted, I think you said, you take recommendations. You don't always play them.
Right.
That's kind of where.
Yes.
We can't always do them. I mean, you do it as close as you can.
Well, exactly. Dan Rumsey, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
You haven't been here before, so we're excited to hear from you. And I don't know if you want to jump right in and play some music, or I'll ask you, what are you excited about these days?
Yeah, so I'm excited about how fertile ground the music scene is here in the Twin Cities. It's just outrageous, and there's a lot of different songwriter circles and groups, and a lot of young people that are on fire, and it's just so healthy. And in a recent message from the Minnesota Music Coalition, which is a great group for people to join up with, and they said in the old days everything was do it yourself, and now they're changing that mindset to do it together. So DIT.
I saw that newsletter. I thought it was so smart. It's that old.
Yeah, and that makes so much sense for me, and I can see it happening.
Yeah.
Part of me in the past was like, oh, there's just so many songwriters. I'm just going to collect songs. I was a reluctant songwriter to begin with.
Okay.
And then it's like, oh, there's just too much. How do you get through anything? But now it's like a celebration, and like it's just so fertile. That's what I'm excited about.
Well, you can't have too much of a good thing, and I think just good music breeds good music.
Yeah, I think so too.
Good. I'm looking at to see. Are you ready? You want to play a song?
Sure.
Awesome.
This is a pretty new one from the group. It kind of celebrates all of us. I dropped some names, and I feel bad about that because you can't mention everybody. So just know that you're all thought of in this song. There goes Tom knocking another song right out of the park. He just wants to keep on playing till way after dark. So clear the bases, come on back in. It's Sunday morning again. Sunday morning again. That references to when we get the prompts on Sunday morning to get a new song.
Nice.
some will finish right away. Yes, Sarah and Matthew, they already done. Christopher David's got us all on the run. Bettina and Emily, and Joel's sharp wit. Yeah, we're never gonna quit. We're never gonna quit. Never gonna quit. Sometimes it's a picture prompt or a newspaper article. I wonder what Miss Laura is cooking up this time. Some kind of cute, impossible to rhyme. Maybe a photograph worth 10,000 words. Kaleidoscopes of color on hummingbirds. Now if you ever get the block and your muse goes quiet, come find your people, together we'll try it. Yeah, together we'll try it. And no one will say what you did was rubbish. Pat's always there to help you publish your song, your brand new song. Yeah, your brand new baby song. Sunday morning again. It's Sunday morning again. Yeah.
Dan Rumsey on WMCN 91.7 FM and the beautiful McAllister College campus in St. Paul. We are having a mostly live. I think we might be able to do all live, mostly Minnesota music. So that's
awesome.
Fantastic. I love this song. It reminds me of songs you from Nashville or Austin where people are dropping names that everybody would know. But and it's fun to get a picture of the people that I think I know that you're talking about. But
Yeah.
for folks who don't know about the kind of the Singer Songwriter Challenge, can you just very much it comes out in the song, but for folks who don't know, talk a little bit more about it.
About what it is? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Laurel Hay started this, and Sarah Morris has kind of been like a poster child songwriter for the whole time, and it's a Facebook online group where there's a prompt. There's different stages: a summer challenge and a winter challenge. The key thing is when you hear the word challenge, it's just a challenge to yourself. You're not challenging anyone else, and it's not a competition. It's a very lovely, lovely group and very supportive. And I know one person had kind of said, hey, well, can't we get like some constructive criticism on our songs? Like everybody's being so nice. It's like, I want something constructive, you know? But yeah, it's just really grown and really spun off. And there's a little sister group too, the Songwriter Challengers in the Wilds, where people can say what they're up to. And, you know, that's where people could connect also. So anybody can join. I mean, you can. I know that some people listen in and check it out online on the Facebook group. It's a public group, so yeah. Don't hesitate if you want to jump in.
So I was gonna say if people wanted to accept the challenge,
Like Ann or Heather.
oh yeah,
I was going to say, I appreciate your song, and going back to what Ted had with his song, like when he's singing it, he remembers the little hut and the wife's knitting, and with your song, giving the little shout outs to other musicians to have that little postcard memory each song that gives you too, instead of just going through the words and
Yeah.
just not the lyrics. It gives you that feeling or that connection to the other musicians, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a special ed teacher, but we, get some training on writing classes and stuff, and it just always stuck with me to show it, don't just tell it.
Yeah.
You can create a picture.
Do you use your music then in the teaching?
I try to insert it, whenever I can. Yeah, we've done a writing unit on ballads and blues. That was a while ago, but we could bring back.
Oh, that is some serious incorporation.
Yeah. I don't teach English right now, or language arts, but I always work music in drum jams or sing along stuff.
I think that's great. I think one of the weird things and I've taught from every age. I taught English as a second language in Spain, and one of the favorite projects was try to translate the English songs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Music always makes things better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too.
Do you want to play another song for us? So this feels so fast-paced, but I want to make sure you guys do what you do best.
Yeah, one time we even got a prompt, this might have been a couple of years ago, it's like, write a song from an animal's perspective.
Oh.
So I have this song that I wrote for a dog rescue event, and I ended up using it for the event and for the prompt. So it's called Rescue Me, and I'm a firm believer that the pet is really rescuing the owner when you're doing a dog rescue or any kind of pet rescue. We're getting rescued too, so they are as well. This one's called Rescue Me. Every time you look my way, pretty babe, you know I see the love in your eyes. Eyes of blue or brown, hazel eyes so true. Say, I depend on you to rescue me, rescue me. Take me home, don't leave me alone, and rescue me, baby. You got to rescue me, baby. You could teach me to love again, trust in another heart. Yes, we both felt the sting of love. We're ready for a brand new start. So rescue me, rescue me, take me home, throw me a bone, and rescue me, baby. You got to rescue me. You got to rescue me, baby. You gotta rescue me. Yeah, rescue me, I'll rescue you.
Yes.
That's fantastic. That's
I could listen to you all
Yeah.
day long. I could. I mean, it just, maybe everybody else just can't come in. We'll just have to sorry, folks.
Lock the door. Lock the door. We're gonna have Dan the rest of the time.
Yes,
No.
You're gonna feel like that for the next people too.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just wonderful to hear you. Every time I get to hear you, it's a joy.
Oh, thanks, Ted.
Tell us about some of the things you've got coming up.
Yes, it was nice to have advance warning of some of this stuff. But anyway,
I asked the easier question, but I could ask the tougher one.
So maybe I should write this down because I never remember. So for people out there looking for places to play or to find your people, that's my big advice too, is try to find your people. Listen and learn, find your own voice. And Plums, Nick Hensley runs, I think, 18th year now, has a songwriter showcase over there, so I'll be there on Sunday playing. And he always has guest musicians, so you don't have to play with the guests, but it's always fun to test your song out, take it out on the water, and see, you know, how it floats and how it plays well with others too, with the bass player and the drummer.
You know, I'm going to ask one question about that, given that we are on the McAllister College campus and it's a quick walk, just a quick walk to the south. Is that a 21 plus event? Do you know?
It might be. It's 9 o'clock. It starts at 9, so it might.
Plums is a restaurant.
Yep.
But I didn't know if the event was.
I have seen younger people come in with a parent or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they still serve food at that time, so it's possible that you
so if you were interested, if you're on the campus or you're listening because you're a student at McAllister, you might give them a call.
I mean, worst case, they turn you away and you said, "You had a nice walk."
Hey, some of the best of us have been turned away at Plums.
Or kicked out.
Or kicked out. Or let in. Yeah, it's all. It's all about the story, people. It's all about the story.
So where have you all been 86 years?
Yeah.
That would be
We can give you some props here.
But Earth Day at Solar Arts, I have a part of a show over there with speakers and musicians. The Solar Arts building next Saturday, I think it is. Yeah, it runs from 12 into the evening. I'm playing at 4:30 over there. So stuff like that. The Bryant Lake Bowl, I'm part of a show on the 28th, May 28th. And my partner in crime, Backbeat Harris, is a beautiful, beautiful human being and a great drummer and percussionist. He and I playing at the Farmers Market on the opening weekend on the Sunday, the St. Paul Farmers Market.
Nice. Do you want to try to fit in another song?
Oh,
I know what you guys do best. I listen all day too.
Sure.
So Mr. Dan Rumsey, let's hear it. Fantastic.
If you can't make that, I'm used to having my feet on the floor, so this chair's a little strange for me. Can I stand up?
Of course.
Whatever you want.
That's what they asked me before they 86 me at Plums.
It's funny. Can you stand? I don't remember what the prompt was on this one, but the song is called Islands in the Sea. There's an island in the sea, only made by you and me. It's not the natural kind, it's not the kind you wanna find. Pristine islands far from land, filled with rubbish from our hands. The most pristine little island can have the biggest pile that's coming in waves. Yeah, it's coming in waves. Plastic bottles, bags, and straws snuff out life and close up jaws, trapped in rings like a net. From convenience we all get, it's coming in waves. Yeah, coming in waves.
I love the lyrics.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to ask you because you seem to enjoy a prompt.
Uh-oh.
Tell us about one of your more memorable times on stage while we get Katy Tessman on deck.
Katy, help!
I'm here. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you remember, what was it? Y2K, or when
Oh, yes.
the year 1999, and everyone was worried, is the grid gonna go down? You know? So I'm playing a New Year's gig outside of Hayward, Wisconsin. We're out at a resort, and we're playing away, and we're having fun. You know, I had a life jacket on just for fun because there was one there. It was like a lake resort. So. And sure enough, they count it down, and at midnight, boom, all the power goes off, the lights go off,
No.
the PA is down, everybody's kind of looking around, what is going on? We're in a remote area, but we could see across the lake that the lights were on over there. So somebody, you know, knew where the power switch was outside.
Someone had a great sense of humor.
They pranked us.
That's genius.
And the man in the life jacket got all the hugs. Thank you so much for being part of our
Oh,
All
gosh.
Live. It's a delight.
Love it. Thank you.
Yay, Dan Rumsey.
Yay!
Yay, Katy and son.
And Louis, yes, welcome.
Yes,
Katy Tessman.
my son Louis is with me today.
Louis, yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Do you want to come closer over here? Yes, I call him Sweet Lou. I heard Ted say that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a nickname Louis got when he was probably 3.5 years old, right when he became a big brother, when Max was born. Sweet Lou.
Sweet Lou, very nice. Very
When you hear him
nice.
play guitar, you'll understand why it still applies.
Yes. So feel free to tell us how to manage our sound here in the room. It can be kind of interesting when we're doing just one mic in the room, right?
Right, and I can do it in a very kind of binary a little bit here.
Mm-hmm. And so you can look at Louis to turn his amp down too, if you want.
Let's just dive in and we'll see. That's the fun of it. Thank you for being fun.
Yes. We were talking in the car right here, and we wanted to start right away with this song. Life's not a fairy tale. There are bumps and curves, unpredictable plot twists, things you don't deserve. When the darkness falls, time slows down. Think you lost your light, but you hold on, hold on, hold on. I see you shining, just look at what you found. You're a silver lining, you're a hero now crowned. It's like a resurrection. You earned the badge of sorrow and despair, yet you rise up just like a flare, a flare, a flare. I see you shining, just look at what you found. You're a silver lining, you're a hero now, crowned a hero now, crowned a hero now, crowned.
Definitely have the sweet Lou.
That's,
Yes,
that
yes.
is the meeting. We have Katy Tessman and Lewis here. So, where did you start when you were 3? That is some amazing playing.
Right.
I've actually just been playing for just over 3 years now.
Honestly,
Yes.
Whoa.
Distance
Wow.
learning.
Wow.
He was in band, played in the drum line and percussion in band, and then when the pandemic hit and distance learning, he was like, this is zero fun, playing drums to myself in the mirror. And so he said, I would like to learn how to play your guitar, Mom. I said, okay. So I showed him the 4 chords that I know. And then he just wanted more and more. Yeah.
Yes. I really love blues music. You know, I've done a lot of listening. I like to listen to the old blues records, Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Buddy Guy. You know,
Wow.
those guys were my inspiration. And then moving on to the Pink Floyd stuff, that's kind of where our 2 music genres, you know, kind of.
connect.
Yeah,
Connect,
they connect
yeah.
that way. Yeah.
So, mother and son bond over Pink Floyd. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I think that's fantastic.
I think all moms can relate. Definitely. Yes.
I remember someone telling me that my 2-year-old really loved the Sex Pistols, and I said, "Yeah, I know."
Yes.
Yes, I know. They like it. Yeah. What was the role of music in the house?
Well, I was a performing singer-songwriter for about a decade before Lewis was born in 03, and then Max was born in 06. And then my focus turned to raising the kids, and we would do music, but I wasn't doing my own music separate from my family. I taught, early childhood music and that sort of thing, and I would write songs like, take your shoes up at the door, take your shoes up at the door. There was always music in the house.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then when Lewis started playing guitar in 2020, the muse for writing songs came back. So after a 20-year break for me, I feel like I've had a re-debut, and I'm back at it. It's like riding a bike, but it is different than when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, writing songs, and now I am a mama of young men writing songs, and it's different, but it feels good.
Do you write collaboratively?
I was just going to ask, yeah. Or inspire.
So far, we haven't actually co-written the song, but, I write my parts for her songs, and that kind of morphs and changes the songs that she writes. So I think, the stem is with her songs, and then I kind of just help grow the rest of the tree.
Yeah, I joined the Singer Songwriter Songwriting Challenge in January of 22, so I've been part of it for a year. One of the prompts was a photograph of an old rundown house, and I wrote the song There's Always Room. And about the time that song was finished, Lewis had started a blues band, and I said, let's record that song together. And we did, and we released it last November for Thanksgiving. And on Mother's Day, there's going to be a music video for There's Always Room. And he and his band are in it. And so the sentiment of the song is very much family.
Nice.
Yeah. But our next song that we would like to play is a song that the two of us collaborated on. Max helped somewhat with the production, and we released it last Mother's Day. And so last spring we had the prompt of the word sleeve. And so Ted Hajnasiewicz, who's here, Dan Rumsey's here, Doyle Turner just walked in. Try to think about what you were thinking, and what was your sleeve song?
It was a song about knitting. My wife is a knitter, so.
Dan Rumsey wrote a song about knitting.
And she doesn't do a lot of it, so it's kind of an encouraging song that she had these
neat.
fibers on her arm and she was knitting away.
Yeah.
Kind of a metaphor for what your art, whatever it is.
Oh, wear your art. Put it on your sleeve and make sure you keep doing
Just do it. Yeah.
Yes, very good.
That's awesome.
Yes. My song is about the compression sleeve that I have to wear when I fly, because I'm a breast cancer survivor. When Lewis was 6 and Max was 3, we got hit with that awful disease. I've been thriving for years now. Yay, thank you. So now I'm a 10-year thriver right now. And I kept thinking about that awful, uncomfortable sleeve and how I have put my life back together. It's called Piece by Piece, the best news of all. Piece by piece, like a patchwork quilt, a masterpiece, custom built. Day by day, the sun will rise. I will kiss away the gray skies. And the best news of all, I get to watch you two grow so tall. Year by year, with leaps of faith, blessed to be here every 28. Live my life, bask in the glow. I got more to give. I can take it fast or take it slow. And the best news of all, I am watching you two grow so tall. Piece by piece, day by
us on Mostly Minnesota Music
I
on
was ready to catch you in
WMCN
case you
91.7 FM in the beautiful McAllister campus in St. Paul. Is it bad that when I heard sleeve, I thought it was sleeve of Girl Scout cookies?
Oh, wonderful.
I can't even believe what else you all would think about.
I know, yeah.
That would be a cool song.
I was going to say that was beautiful to hear the lyrics of, talking to your children and to see him go off and feel the song that you wrote. Oh my God. Seriously.
Yeah, my mama heart is just like bursting right now.
Mine is, so I can't imagine yours. That was beautiful.
What is so funny, I saw Patti Smith play with her son Jackson a number of years ago. Some art happening at the Depot in St. Paul, and the silhouette of the two of you could have been the same. And it was just, you could just see the, just the connection and the adoration. So it was just fun to see that.
Thank you.
All right, I know we've got time for another song, but what I would like to ask, because we have by definition two generations here, what advice would you give to folks who are getting into music, playing music, or the industry of music?
I would say, define your why. Why are you doing music? Is it because it's therapeutic and expressing yourself through music will be helpful? Great. Is it because you want to be part of a community? Well, then contribute to the community and help build the community. Thank you so much, Mostly
Nice.
Minnesota Music, for
Nice.
making the community so strong. For me, my why is to spread love and joy and hope.
And you do.
Thank
And joy. Yes, especially.
you. Yeah.
Lewis, you want to chime in?
Yeah.
Great.
For me, we talked about this on the way here. I would say listen. Listen to as much music as you can. Listen to all of it. It's all there. We've been in this modern music era for so long. There's so much to listen to. There's so much to become inspired by. Let what's already been done help you grow. And I think it's also really fun to just turn on a record.
There's a smart
Love to
family.
hear that,
There's a
yeah.
smart family right
Yeah.
there. Right.
I like that, Lewis.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna tell Doyle Turner to get up on bat here. Get on deck. Awesome.
Doyle
You guys,
Turner
yeah,
on
deck,
deck,
on deck.
on
Yes,
deck,
that's
yes.
the. There's me trying to use a sporty phrase. Good luck.
My boys played baseball, and I would say, all right, get your costumes on.
When's intermission? That's I was always famous for
Yeah,
that.
when's intermission? Yeah.
Yeah, it's halftime.
Oh.
Anyway, on that note, will you play us out one more lovely song, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, can I invite people to a show?
Oh, please do. Yes, thank you.
On
Thank
the
you.
4th of May, Lewis and I are part of a parent-child duo showcase at KJ's Hideaway with Adam Levy and his kid Ava, and Chris Lynch and his kid Mick. And so everybody's welcome to come to that. May the 4th. Sounds like it's Star Wars Day.
I know.
It may be during the day, but once you come to KJ's, it'll be parent-child duo with lots of big love floating around. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and then Lewis is the lead guitar player in my band, so when I have band shows, Lewis is always there, so you can always get some good Lewis time when you come. All right, this is a song that I wrote last summer from the prompt, Implore. Implore. We are all connected by a thread. Pull it, we are tighter together. Stardust is what we're all made of. We are destined to fly and soar through the sky. But if I could go back, I would hold you. If I could go back, I would tell you will come next spring. But I will cut them all, 'cause you won't be here to sing. All of this anger is really grief. And grief is an awful thief. If I could go back, I would hold you. If I could go back, I would tell you I love you.
I wish everybody could see Katy Tessman's face as she looks at Lewis. It just is. You've seen it before, Lewis. You're sick of it. You've seen it. That's the face I see every morning. We should all see that face every morning. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Ted. We are going to make room for Doyle to come through.
All right, Doyle Turner, come on down. You're the next contestant.
Doyle and I, fun fact, we went to college together.
Oh, that's fun.
That's cool.
Yes, and then another fun fact, Ted and I went to high school together. But we didn't know about all of this until the challenge. It was like,
Oh, that's so funny.
we're orbiting around each other, which is so cool. Yep, and we are all connected. Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yay.
I like the
I'm
fun
hugging
facts,
Doyle.
too.
Hi.
Sounded awesome.
Thank you. All right.
Hi,
How are
welcome.
you guys?
Good.
Good to see you
Good
again.
to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a fire drill last time you were here.
That's
if
right.
You remember. Mike, usually we blame Ted, but not this time. Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited to have you here. Tell us what you're excited about.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know if Ted mentioned, because I just got the last bit of his portion, but we have an album coming out. Did he mention that?
Yes.
And we're in the final, last little brush strokes of mixing, touch-ups and stuff, and gonna get it mastered here. And so we're
Nice.
so excited to release this album.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of putting out an album?
Well, I think the favorite part is actually I love the creation part of it. And so when I get to this point in the process, and I've only done it a few times, I get a little antsy because we're getting to make those decisions that are going to be forever decisions. And the creativity kind of is coming down to,
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah, we often hear about the least favorite part. The favorite, I think, was it that's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm rushing everybody, but
Oh, no
hey,
worries.
want to play a song?
Yeah, definitely.
Please play a song.
I released a song that was written in the challenge. It was a co-write with Dave Novak, another one of our challengers who's so talented. And this song was written a year ago, January, and has Dave's guitar playing all over it. And then Sarah Morris did some harmonies on it. And so this was released the 27th, a couple Mondays back. So this is called Run a Little Faster. She said stay, her daddy said leave, with his shotgun pointed straight at me. There's no talking back to a man at me. Then I came to the sands, turned back towards town. Won't let that man push me around. She was hanging on my sleeve by sundown. Wish I may, wish I might gain a little ground for the morning light. Wish I may, wish I might run a little faster out here tonight. Ooh, said, "You sound like old outlaws out on the run." Wish I may, wish I might gain a little ground for the morning light. Wish I may, wish I might run a little faster out here tonight. Ooh, 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 ooh. First star in the sky begging us to come on. The dark said faster and we were gone. Ride this road till the morning comes. Wish I may, wish I might gain a little ground for the morning light. Wish I may, wish I might run a little faster out here tonight. Ooh, 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 Oh, thank you.
Doyle Turner, thank you.
Oh, Dave Novak co-wrote that song. Dave Novak is amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the video, I love the video for that. How did that come about? Because it's
Our good friend Krista Valinskis says you need to have a video for this. So we went out searching and found a collaborator, and after several back and forths, we got it all worked out. Yeah.
it's great. Did you have a vision for what you thought the video might be when you did this song? Because
Yes.
it's unusual because it doesn't star you. I mean, it's
Right.
a story that's you're very third party.
Yeah, it's almost like as I'm singing the song, I'm thinking about this or
Yeah.
dreaming about this other setup. Yeah. I didn't have. I thought, of course, it's got to have some kind of a car chase to it, right? There's got to be some kind of motion on
Right,
on the
right.
highway, and it had to be something to do with a male character and a female character. And this videographer came up with it, and we went back and forth, and I ended up doing a little bit of the editing too at the very end, and yeah,
Oh.
I'm very pleased with it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. I was like, oh, this is not what I was expecting. I mean, it's just it was great. It's
Oh, awesome.
some old school MTV storytelling video.
Yeah, there you go.
I love those days.
Well,
Yeah.
old school. That's kind of me. Yeah.
Ah,
Well, and I recognize it. I'll say that. I certainly remember back in the day. Yeah. Do you want to play another song? I just want to make sure
course.
everybody gets their music in. Is what I'm.
Definitely. I was hoping that you'd ask me about my favorite moment on stage. 'cause
Oh,
you were-
all right then.
please.
Let's hear it.
Yeah,
What's your favorite? Your
It's
best
memorable.
memory?
Yeah, my
Most
best memory
memorable.
on stage, aside from the Portage Brewing Walker deck where Ted Hajnasiewicz sang "Suspicious Minds," the entire verse and chorus while looking me straight in the eye. That one comes second.
We're inseparable ever since.
Yeah, I knew we either had to move in together or become best
Yeah,
friends.
I was going to say that's a dream or a nightmare. I don't know.
yeah.
But that's second. I was playing at the Popple Bar one time down in LaPorte, Minnesota, and the dance floor emptied, and I was playing some of my originals, and out stepped this classically trained ballroom dancing couple, and they danced to one of my songs. So as I'm sitting there singing and playing, they're making this amazing art out in front of me, and I was like, "This is you couldn't plan this."
You inspired it, yeah.
Well, I was the beneficiary as well, though, right?
That's true.
Yeah,
I love that.
It was something that was just amazing. So.
Now, do you change your playing once you realize this is happening? Do you try to stand up taller and be more classical, or?
I tried to make sure I didn't forget the words.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Mesmerized by them dancing.
That's fantastic.
Well, I heard Dan was playing a song that was relatively new, and Ted was playing a relatively new song, and so I'll play this song that I just came up with a couple weeks ago. It's called "Canceled Mercies." You finally came to your senses, lit out for what comes next. Past the light of the evening sky, headed free, headed west, hands holding on for the best. settled back and closed your eyes. Every memory keeps me company, speaks the language of goodbye. But I hold on a little fiercely to all these canceled mercies. Now there is right and there is wrong, and there's right where you belong. And you never belonged with me. I'll miss your smile like I miss an arm, your language and your charm. I'll miss the way you looked at me. Every memory keeps me company, speaks the language of goodbye. But I hold on a little fiercely to all these canceled mercies. My eyes have lost some color, a little less to discover. Not sure I'll recover.
Dial Turner, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. Great.
Love the tone of your voice.
Oh, thank you so much.
So great, yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's nice to hear.
Deep and smooth, yeah.
Nice
Sometimes
timbre.
you get tired of your own cooking, you know.
Or you're just used to it, so it tastes bland, but then, yeah. I wouldn't get tired of that.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you into the other prompt questions.
Excellent.
And partially because, you know, what advice would you have for people who are considering getting into business, especially because you are not Twin Cities based?
I am not.
So let's hear a little bit more about that.
And
too.
I think the best advice is kind of what, it's more towards songwriting, right? Because, and I love what Lewis said, you know, the listening aspect of it. But I would say write, and write with a low bar for delight, right? Because you are going to write songs that aren't the best. At least, well, maybe Dan. Dan writes just about everything he writes.
Oh,
is
no.
amazing.
No, come on, no.
But for normal human beings, just not superhumans like Dan, about 1 out of every 10 songs is going to be a keeper. And so if you want, if you write a lot, then you have more of that 1 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
10% of 10 is one song.
Yeah.
10% of 100 is 10. So that's my whole deal is momentum, and this singer-songwriter group that they keep talking about has been my salvation, because I can write to a prompt, I've got a deadline, and I end up with anywhere, 30, 40, 50 new songs every year, and so then I get some keepers out of that. Yeah.
I like the idea of doing something with a low bar of delight.
Yeah.
I may not write songs, but I could try something for a low bar of delight. I mean, I think that's, just, as you say, eventually, I was just talking to somebody whose kid is a swimmer. I'm like, think about swimming, you just swim, and you get better.
Right, exactly.
But that's true of everything.
You become what you do, right?
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean,
Yeah.
if you do it enough, you become it, and there's no certification needed to write songs, and so I just started doing it, and then I follow really good people like Ted and Sarah and Dan and Katy and that community. Katy her words were really good. Find out what you want out of this situation, and I want connection, whether it's connecting with a listener through a song or connecting with other songwriters. And that's what this group has done for me. It's just I love the people that I get the chance to meet and have a connection with, and that's my win.
And do you have a connection? Do you have a group in your geographic community as well? Like,
yeah, the Northwoods Folk Collective is probably my place. Well, it's definitely the place I started, but it's my little group where they have a once a month event where you can stand up and sing your 2 or 3 songs, and that's where I got started singing publicly in 1994.
Wow.
And,
yeah.
and that little community has spurred some amazing talent. This kid Sawyer Corcoran he's been named the statewide fiddle champion the last couple of years, and he came from that little incubator there. So yeah.
I'd love to even just think of the longevity of a group like that. I mean, I just never really overthought it, but from 1994, and certainly people have been playing together longer as collaboration, whether it's generational from you go from Katy to Lewis to the next generation. But that's fantastic.
Yeah, it seems like everywhere you turn the corner, there's people that can play really, really, really well, and that can be intimidating too, because you think, well, why should I step out there and do it? Because look at X, Y, or Z; those folks are amazing at it. But there's room for everybody. Ted has taught me that. There's room for everybody, all of us.
Well,
we're made to create.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, to go back to your, we're all sick of our own voices.
Right.
You want to hear different things at different times.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like this person's better than that person. This person's what I want to listen to on a Tuesday, and this person on a run, and this person when I'm happy or sad or in my car.
Right.
All those.
And it's there's 2 ways of looking at it. The music scene is oversaturated, or look at how much is being created and brought into this world to connect with people and make people happy and make people sad and cry and make, all of that is needed because yeah.
Well, and I think it may be hard on the industry, but it's amazing what you can find online. Things I used to have to ship to Europe to get. When I was a kid, you'd have the precious few choices of albums, but now you can get anything anytime.
Right. I was thinking about Neil Young, his Out on the Weekend. Somebody had done something that reminded me of that, and so on the way down I was thinking, I want to listen to that, and I went on Spotify, and I was like, well, of course it's not on Spotify. He pulled all his tunes off of there. And so I'm like, what in the heck? I can't get what I want. We're so spoiled,
Yeah, it is. It's, yeah. And it's going to be interesting to see what that impact continues to be, because it does allow you to personalize everything, but it's tough to make a business when you get 6 hardcore people are listening to you 24/7.
Right. But I mean, if that's your goal, then it is hard. But if your goal is to create and bring things out into the world that weren't there when you started, then that's the win, right?
That's a good point. Yeah, to get back to Katy's point.
Exactly.
The why. All right. I'm going to make sure we've got Mr. Taylor James Donskey on deck.
I saw him out there, so he's around.
All right.
I can feel his greatness in the room.
Feel the presence. Yeah. That's awesome. Would you please play us another song?
Definitely. I'll play one that if Ted's around, he can come and jump in and sing with me. But he doesn't have to.
Ted, you want to join?
You want to sing with me, Ted?
Ted, you want to join?
You got money?
I got money. I got money I haven't even spent yet.
I'm Ted, by the way.
Hey, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
If you see this, my phone pop.
We can't go on forever with these suspicious minds, my friend. White rice, soy sauce, and butter. You scrape the bottom of that bowl. Your eyes make my heart flutter. All I think is give me some more. We say grace under that picture. John Prine on the kitchen wall. You say we ain't no high church. He's the best saint we can afford. Hajnasiewicz.
Doyle
Ted
Turner.
Hajnasiewicz, Doyle Turner,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm going to get Taylor sneaking in. Doyle, I'm going to ask you tell us where you're playing next.
We are playing with Taylor James Donskey
Oh,
and
nice.
Brent
Perfect.
Glad at the Bryant Lake Bowl on Thursday at 8 o'clock. Yeah. So we're pretty excited.
Awesome.
And Ted has
Yeah.
agreed. Well, Ted hasn't agreed. I've agreed I will not bowl on stage. Ted hasn't agreed to that. That's not part of his rider.
I didn't know it was an option.
Challenge accepted right there, I feel. All right. Taylor James Donskey, welcome.
Hello, how's it going there?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm leaning into spring by wearing sandals today.
Yeah, that
Thank
was.
you.
Yeah.
I
You
love.
brought the rain then, right?
Yes,
With
exactly.
that.
Yeah. I'm the one who ruined it for everybody.
We have you to blame.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's good to remind us that, and maybe we'll have a slower summer starting. That'd
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good for the flooding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You look like you're rare to go.
Yeah. Do you want me to get started with something?
Yeah,
Oh, we
please.
love it.
Sure thing. Here's a song. Goes like this. Go on, tell your story if you know how it goes. You don't sing those sad old songs for diamonds or for gold. Now go on, look through those sad dark eyes. Is it truth they say? Or is he away out of town somewhere? It ain't so mean. 'Cause when you sing your song, nobody wants to sing along. They just go on their own way. They're singing. What do you think of love? What do you think of love? Of love, this cold world. Now you never said yes. Won't you go dancing with me? You never held close to love for fear of setting it free. When I look in your eyes, I see the faint remainder of a lie, done up to look like truth. So well, my mind, it's a sigh. When you sing your song, nobody wants to sing along. But sometimes I see it, you go on singing. Yes, you go on singing. Yes, you go on singing. With a what do you think? What do you think of love? Of love in this cold world. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think of love? Of love.
Taylor James Donskey.
That's me.
Yay! And I'm going to let folks know you are listening to mostly Minnesota music. We're doing something a little different. We're trying to do all live music, and so far, we're 75% there. We've
There we go.
done it.
Yeah.
We've done it.
This is
Yeah.
his stomping
This is-
grounds.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And we are on WMCN 91.7 FM on the beautiful McAllister College campus.
That's
So,
where we are.
yeah. Tell us what you're excited about these days.
Oh, what am I excited about
Yeah.
these days? Well, we're getting going on the next season of the Twin Cities Songwriter Round, something that I've been putting together for a while now and having a lot of fun doing. So that's going to have a wonderful long summer with that.
And what are the times and the places for that?
Yes, you can see the Minneapolis Songwriter Rounds every second and fourth Thursday of the month at 9:30 at the 331 Club in Northeast Minneapolis, Minnesota, and every second and fourth Sunday at the White Squirrel in West 7th in St. Paul, Minnesota. That starts at 7 p.m. on Sundays.
And both, we should add, are free.
They
There
are.
is a tip jar, and you should appreciate people to the best of your ability.
Exactly.
But it's free to walk through the door.
Yeah.
Especially on a college campus, I think sometimes it's helpful to mention that.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, come on down. There's always no cover, and we just really appreciate folks coming out and supporting live music.
Just kind of your favorite thing about doing all that's got to be a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but it all culminates in really great events that I get to meet people that we've been seeing today or hearing today. I get to meet all sorts of folks. I think in the last week I've talked with over 150 songwriters.
Whoa.
So it's been pretty exciting to get in touch with them, and then in the future I get to see them all play music, which is great. So it's sort of a preamble to something even better.
But you kind of talk about how you do it, because you give people the opportunity to get to know the singer-songwriters as well. You've got some
Yes, yeah.
songs
So the
in front.
Songwriter Rounds is a sort of a different type of songwriting event, different show format. We put about 4 or 5 songwriters on stage at the same time, simultaneously, and then each one will be asked a question, asked to play a song one by one, and then they answer the questions, or we chat about what they're up to next, and they share a song, and we move on to the next one. We go around and around and around for a few hours and get to know them quite well. It's pretty great. And then sometimes we kind of devolve into, mostly talking. Actually, our last one, I think we only did 3 rounds because we were talking so much about this, that, and the other thing.
It was like wrestling? Is it something like that?
No, not like wrestling. No physical content. But it would be pretty cool. There might be some
Might add
opportunity.
it, yeah.
Some
Summer
opportunity.
mud pits.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Some opportunity for a hybridization event. Yeah.
Are there some particularly memorable answers where you just learned a lot, or you were shocked by what someone...
One thing that I always notice is at the very beginning of the rounds, everyone usually don't really know who the other performers are, so we're all kind of deer in the headlights, kind of a little anxious, all that stuff. And we once had 3 or 4 fine songwriters up on stage, and the first round went by and it was wonderful, and the second round went by, but they were still a little anxious until the last person of that round said, "So I love Taylor Swift." And everybody else just broke out and "Oh my God, me too!" And it just became this whole thing. And all of a sudden, it was just a Taylor Swift cover. We did an entire round of Taylor Swift covers, which was not something we normally do at the rounds, but totally, for the moment, was totally worthwhile.
That's fun to have that sort of flexibility.
Yeah.
Now, me saying this now doesn't mean I want to hear a Taylor Swift song, but would you like to... I'm rushing everybody because we want to fit as much music as we can. Would
You
like
want
to
to
play
hear?
another
You want to
song?
hear a Taylor Swift
No, I'm
song?
joking.
Oh, wow,
No,
because I know
no.
one of them.
I can tell you how my daughter met her once. That's all I got with Taylor Swift. She was very kind.
You want another Taylor James Donskey song?
Yes,
yes. My ego
that's
is
the better
satiated.
Taylor. Better Taylor.
Let's do this one. It goes like this. No, it'll go like this instead. How about that? No, it'll go like this instead. This one's called Frances Ernestine. They just put a little this Up North online journal just put out a little review of this song today, which is very nice. Melodic Noise. So shout out to
very
Melodic
nice.
Noise.
Yeah, nice.
I appreciate
Shout
the
them
kind
out.
words.
Nice.
Here's Frances Ernestine. She got a black and white composition notebook when she turned 17. She started writing it all down, not knowing what that even means. Now a few years on, she's got a shot at the show. So she's taking the heat with the pearly whites, and she's just giving it a go. Her name is Frances Ernestine. She was never meant to mean. piece of solo for my friend Dave, but Dave's in absentia at the moment. So if you wouldn't mind closing your eyes real tight and imagining the most ripping keyboard solo you've ever heard. I'll give you a moment here. Now, this is a song about a friend of mine. Way back when we'd sit at the Jules Cafe in La Crosse, Wisconsin. And me and my friends would be talking about all the normal things that you'd talk about. Bukowski, Jack Kerouac, Ginsberg. Defining the term pseudo-intellectual. And she'd just be sitting there, scribbling away. Every time we got too loud, she'd just look up and yell, yeah, well, Jack Kerouac is a hag, yes. We don't know where she's going, but we know where she's been. We don't know where she's going. We know where she's been. We don't know where she's going, but we know where she's been. We don't know where she's going, but we know where she's been. Okay, Francis Ernestine. Woo! Thank you very much. This is great. I've never had a radio gig where I get to have people clap along this much. This is great.
Yeah.
So good.
That piano bit, that was my favorite.
Oh, good. Yeah. It's once you get people putting it into their own imaginations, things get really good really quick.
That's the kind of song I like.
There you go.
Gets me dancing.
Oh, fantastic.
Mentions Jack Kerouac.
Yep,
I'm
exactly.
all in. I'm all in. And just from the name, you knew that Frances Ernestine would read Jack Kerouac.
Well, here's the thing, is that she did, but she kind of did it out of spite for everybody else.
Well,
but she was much faster at reading than everybody else in our group, which was very fun. So she knew everything before we did.
God. So this is a real person because now I love her.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah.
I remember going to the library and when I was a kid and you read so many books as you could. It
Yeah,
was like,
exactly.
competitive reading.
Competitive.
Step back.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I probably could have gone by Frances.
You probably could have at one point, yeah.
At one
Believe
point.
it. Yeah.
That's fun.
Right on.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I could add more, but I feel like I've already painted the whole picture in, and that's what I like about that song. The detail lets me go, oh yeah, I relate to that. I relate to that.
There she is, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm not sure where she is today, but if she's listening, hope you're well.
That's fun if she heard it.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
All right then. I'm not gonna.
I'm not sure. I think she only communicates in riddles and
Fair.
and
I was
weird
getting
totems and
that
sort of stuff.
That.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you one of the other prompted questions because you're in a great position because you're booking all these singer-songwriter shows. What advice would you have for folks? How do they
Carry cash.
Carry cash.
Tacos are the best late night food. Hang out after the gig. Eat tacos. Tip your bartenders.
And musicians.
Oh, tip your musicians as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course.
Yes.
Don't forget the people working.
Yes.
Yes.
True.
I think that's great advice because I think people forget that there's a whole industry around them.
Yeah, we're building a community. We're part of a community, and therefore we must be a building member of that community.
Nice.
Yeah.
And aside from that, what makes them easy to work with?
What makes songwriters easy to work with?
I mean, when you're,
that's a varied answer to a very varied question, I suppose. But I think the best songwriters to work with are the ones that are always bringing something new, even if it isn't finished.
That's great advice.
Even if it's not completely finished, that's okay. Let's hear it. Because I think most people love music, but I think they really love a story. And if they can be part of the first step of that song, and they get to hear it later again in another iteration, they can be like, hey, I heard the first version of this. Yeah. Telling a larger story.
Yeah. I love that.
That's excellent advice because I think a lot of people want to wait. Here's what I don't know if you can hear it on the radio, but today's spring break at McAllister, and I remember spring break from back in my day. I hear a lot of shouting out there. I hope they're having fun.
I think they are.
They're having fun. Yes. No, I think people hold on to things until it's perfect. We love things that aren't perfect.
Yeah, tell us a story.
Yeah. Perfect is boring. That intimidating.
If it was perfect, we wouldn't need to hear it.
Yeah,
that's exactly it.
Or we'd only need to hear it once.
Right,
yeah,
well, that's it.
True.
And let's talk about streaming for a brief moment. If you want people to listen to more than once, let's not try to be perfect, okay?
Yeah, exactly. That is a great. All right, I'm looking at the time, and I'm gonna make sure that Miss Sarah Morris is on deck. But would you play one more song,
You want
please?
one other song?
Yeah, then we'll sneak in.
You got it. Are we all good? Awesome. Anyone have any requests, comments, threats, obscenities? Well, it's on the radio. We can't really do
Yeah,
that.
no, keep the swears
Keep the swears to a
very
all-time
junior level.
Very junior.
Darn it.
Darn it. Should I do a new one? I think I'll do a new one.
Yes.
I'll do a new one. This is a song I wrote about a friend of mine. I finished a song and I sat back and looked at it, and we'd had a falling out, and I wrote this song, and I said, wow, this song's really mean. So I wrote this song instead.
You and me, they say, two funny dogs and both of us straight. I can still remember when we were both babes and next of kin. And I wish I could find some kind of way to keep you up all night and awake all day. Instead I try my very best to keep you right here in my sunken chest. 'Cause you said you lost too much, you're gonna give it all away. I ain't sorry, that ain't okay. So far away, when the sun stopped shining, you left us to fade. Didn't send no postcard home. I called your mama, she said I know. And you come back just like she said she would. She said she's my daughter, she'll stand where I stood. And if she don't, well, that's alright. Don't scream out your voice when there's nothing left to fight. She said she lost too much, so she's gonna give it all away. Just say you miss her, it'll be okay. Just like she said she would. A chip on your shoulder, not looking too good. And I can still remember when we were both dogs and next of kin. And I wish I could find some kind of way to keep them up all night and awake all day. Instead I try my very best to keep you right here in my sunken chest. 'Cause you say you lost too much, you're gonna give it all away. Yes, you say you lost too much, so you're gonna give it all away. I'm gonna miss you, it'll be okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
Right on. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll sneak Sarah right in here. We're excited. Thanks for listening to Mostly Minnesota Music on WMCN 91.7 FM in St. Paul. We are doing, I think we're going to do all live.
Yeah.
We weren't sure we were going to be able to, but
Why?
it's all
Why?
live music. Yes. Yes, because we've got our final guest here, Sarah Morris, and we're delighted to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Yeah.
You know I'm a sucker for seeing both of your faces. I like your sweater.
Yeah, no, I'm
Like
shopping on you
Well,
already.
Shop on each other.
Yes, Sarah, tell us what you're excited about. I know what I'd be excited
Most
about if
things
I were you.
all the time. I am really excited about releasing a new album in a few weeks. Here's to You comes out on May 5th, and we're having a big release show at the Icehouse. Or at Icehouse, I should say. I don't think it's a the. I was just talking about this with someone the other day, like Turf Club, Astor. I always want to make them thes. The Turf Club.
This is for people who have not been to the Turf Club.
Yeah.
There is a picture of somebody who's got a tattoo on on their backside,
Yeah.
and it is the Turf Club
Right.
on the tattoo.
Okay.
But
It's
the
not
signs
mine.
are-
So
It might be
I'm
Sarah.
not giving
It
myself
might
It might
away.
be
be me.
Sarah.
It
Yeah.
might be me. But the show's at Icehouse. Emily Havoc is opening. I'm thrilled about it. So that's really exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
That is. I know you were busy earlier, so I'm like a taskmaster now because I want people to get to be able to play some songs. Would you play a song for us right off the bat?
Sure. Right,
Awesome.
Right off the bat.
Right
Here
off
I
the
go. I'm
bat.
going to play the title song. How about that?
Perfect.
Is that
Perfect.
Sure. Happy. Pin up your hair, kind of fancy like the nape of your neck on display. Slip on a dress with a skirt that sways at your knees. The place in the early autumn breeze, the one that's saying everything, 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 everything's changing. And southern shifts and also with grit and rearranging. Everything, 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 everything's changing. Let's mark the passing of time. Please raise your glass against mine. Oh, I've had this battle for who knows how long. 2 layers of dust work like rings in trees. It's been waiting for years, so we'll let it breathe. Open up. I decided to leave. Have earned the good stuff. If everything, 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 everything's changing. And sudden shifts and also with grit and rearranging. Everything, 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 everything's changing. Let's mark the passing of time. Please raise your glass against mine. Oh, we were something, weren't we? Yes, I think so too. So here's to me, my love, but mostly here's to you. It's been my privilege to learn the language of your passing clouds, your furrowed brows, your tiny laughs, your shoulders back, your million different smiles. Could you stay a little while longer? A little while longer. Everything, 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 everything's changing. In sudden shifts and also in the wild rearranging. Everything, 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 everything's changing. Let's mark the passing of time. Please
whole album because it's really about sort of the passage of time, and I read into it so much of the post-COVID. I feel like that song could be if COVID were a one season series, this would be the start of the final.
Yeah, well, that song was written in late August of 2021. It was our final prompt for that series of songwriting prompts. I'm trusting that other people have mentioned songwriting prompts.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
The word was pin up. And so it was, we thought it was the end of, it was like an emergence, but maybe not. And so I think my kids are getting ready to go back to school for the first time in 18 months, which is a really big deal. And everything was changing. Everything's always changing. But I was noting when I would go into spaces that maybe I would have gone into one way before, that like I felt like a different person. And how do we, of course we always had the opportunity to just be like, that happened, see ya. But I don't operate that way. So that's built in there for sure. Yeah. And the whole album, it was all written within the 2021-2022. So, of course, that's baked in there as well. But the intention behind Here's to You, my last album was called All Mine.
Yes.
That one was all mine. This one's for you. They're all meant to be like tiny conversations. So each song is either for someone, or like that verse is for someone and that verse is for someone else. So they're meant to be these little moments. And I'm happy to say that my husband just listened to the album for the first time, and I had not really told him any of that stuff because I just don't. We're busy talking about schedules and
right,
and super
loving things
and super romantic things too. But and he was like, it just felt really gentle, like you were having a conversation with me. I was like, yes, good job, husband.
High five. Keep him another year.
That's right. That's good. So.
Sarah, this is the pace we're at today. You want to play another song? I want to make sure we get as many
I had a lot
as we
of
can.
coffee, so we're good with that. I'm going to sing my less kind song because I'm kind of obsessed with it right now.
I can always go down that road.
I just finished filming a music video for it too, so I'm excited about that. You Your skin is bound to toughen up, and your callous fingers will match your callous heart. You will have earned your lack of feeling by working hard. Well, I have been this way since the start. You are so far out of your league. You are so far out of your league. You should leave here. You should go. You should know. We're forced to choose between kindness and the truth. I will be.
Thank you. Yes. I don't want that side ever reflected to me, but I like to see that side of you.
Thank you.
I like to see that.
We all have all those signs, so you know.
We do. And we have to embrace them. It's what moves us along in life.
Yeah. It's true.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Folks who have been listening to the show know I've been giving prompts. So I'm going to ask you one of the prompted questions about a most memorable time on stage.
Most memorable time.
A memorable. It doesn't have to be the most. We're never going to be superlative.
Gosh. I mean, something that I think about a lot whenever I'm in a moment of like doubting what's going on is back in 2017 I released an album called Hearts of Need of Repair, and we had a release show at the Hook and Ladder, and it was like I'd been sick all week and kind of nervous, but also kind of just had the sense like it was actually going to work out, and it was just beautifully, it was full, everyone was lovely, and at the very end I had like 5 singers on stage to sing Confetti and On a Stone, and that was a real big deal. Then we went outside and it snowed, and it was November, so it was still pretty and magical. We weren't over it.
Not
Like we
like
would be
this
in
April
April.
stinking stuff.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is a gorgeous story.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you want to play one more because
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll play one more.
this is how I'm getting the most of all of you.
Now I'm gonna do a love song, and this one. So the album, again, Here's to You, comes out May 5th. You can. There's lots of ways to already be sneaky listening to it, but part of the reason I want to do it on May 5th is because we finished recording the band tracks on May 5th last year at Solon Sonic Studio, and Taylor James Donskey, who was just here, he donated his bass for that session because my bass player had flown in from probably Greece, I don't know, but he's bassless, and so Taylor brought over the upright that is on this track.
Nice. That is the community.
That's right. We fed him pastries. That's what.
That is the community too.
Intertwined it together. My worse, you're better. Over, under, through. too far up to flame out. Someone pulled the drain out. There it goes, slow. But I'm with you and you're with me, and somewhere in the in-between, all the proof I'd ever need that we have something that holds. Your start, my beginning. Seamless now, never ending. Wherever you are is north is true. Fashion me so I belong to you. I've known love too far up to flame out. Someone pulled the drain out. There it goes, slow. But I'm with you and you're with me, and somewhere in the in-between, all the proof I'd ever need that we have something that holds.
Sarah Marsh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for
Heather,
having us.
yeah, Heather, we've done it. It is 4
We
o'clock.
made it,
We
yeah.
made it 2 hours of all, and thank you to everyone who helped. We had Ted Hajnasiewicz helped me remember who else. We had Dan Rumsey.
Yep. Doyle Turner. Katy
Can I
Tessman.
y'all yell out people's name?
Yeah.
Taylor James Donsky.
Donsky.
Yeah.
I don't
Sarah
think I was-
Morris.
Sarah Morris.
I was gonna say it's kind of beautiful, just like
Katy
And-
Tessman
and Lewis.
and Sweet
Lewis.
Lou.
Sweet
I
Lou.
thought you said Katie. I'm sorry.
No, but it's kind of reminded me when we saw Katie look at Lou too. All of the other musicians, when everybody stepped up, they got that view too of each other. So I love to see that.
So thank you all, and thank you for listening to Mostly Minnesota Music on WMCN 91.7 FM on the beautiful McAllister College campus in St. Paul. See you next week.
I was gonna say you can't ask me to
Oh,
read.
let's get a picture of whoever's here. Well, I'm just giving the prompter.
No,
'cause
I
didn't
know.
wanna-
No, I don't have my glasses on, so I was like, I can't read.